and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you some sketchbooks that I sort of collated just before I got my tattoo apprenticeship. So this includes a lot of the drawings I did for my tattoo apprentice portfolio. It doesn't include everything, and at some point I will actually do a video of my tattoo apprentice portfolio. So it might be a bit, there might be some disruption in the sound just because I'm sat in the pub where I work and live making this video, and there is like a main road just outside, so there will be some traffic. Okay, cool. So this is like one of the first sheets I ever drew of like tattoo flash. I don't really rate it now. I guess I drew this about 3.5 years ago. I was sort of trying to learn how to draw like traditional tattoo flash, and I think I kind of missed the mark a bit, but you know, it was all a learning process and you have to practice. So at one point I met a tattooer who'd been tattooing for about 35 years, and he was giving me drawing classes. So like, this is a like traditional tattoo design that he got me to copy. So this is like the initial sketch of this copy. I traced the original to try and learn the lines as well. So my sketch, the tracing, this is my drawing. It's quite similar, so I actually learnt stuff from the tracing. I won't give a description of everything, otherwise this video is going to last like forever. So I'll just kind of flip through and just describe what things are, and if anyone wants any more information on specific things, you can let me know. There's more kois that he got me to copy. This is my copy. The koi I drew. I think I might have used that as inspiration. I didn't copy that. I was just sort of practicing scales and such. Another smaller one, less detailed. So I used to make my tattoo designs like far too detailed. It's something I learned. There's like a colour copy of that drawing I showed you previously. That's actually in my apprentice portfolio, so that's just like a print out of it. And then here's some ladies that I've drawn. There's one that he drew from like one of the images in my tattoo apprentice portfolio, and he was like, this is where you've gone wrong, and he sort of traced over it to show me how to draw it better. Painting, it's pretty bad. Watercolours. Some skulls he got me to practice. Again, the originals are in my tattoo apprentice portfolio. I don't know, I was going to stick something here, but obviously didn't. Yeah, he got me to practice drawing a lot of eagles, so here's a selection of them. This isn't mine, neither is this. These are good examples that I think I copied these, yeah, just to learn how to draw them. Thumbnail sketches, me trying to actually draw an eagle of my own. Again, I think this is pretty bad. That one's much better. Watercolor paintings from those sketches. Some more sort of like neo-traditional eagles. They kind of suck. Painting, photo of a painting, again in my tattoo apprentice portfolio. Something I was going to stick here, don't know where it is. More sketches of eagles. I spent a long time drawing eagles. I'm not even sure if all of them are in these sketchbooks. I didn't draw these are ones that he drew for me to learn from. He would like sit there and sketch stuff out and point out the things I'd done wrong, which is really useful. Trying to learn how to draw the feathers, similar to like the scales on a koi. Okay, there's that sketchbook. Should get to the next. This is from November 2017, with some stuff up to like January. So yeah, these sketchbooks range from November 2017 to January 2018. These are some These are some perspective drawings that the tattooist that was giving me drawing lessons got me to do, because my perspective could often be quite off. So like just before I was looking for my tattoo apprenticeship, I did this like drawing challenge that I set for myself, which was to do a drawing a day for an entire year. This was the last one that I did for that project. So that was the very final day. And I did a painting from it, so I stuck the painting in here. This was the reference image. More koi practice. Some birds, it's pretty bad. But you know, it's learning. A lady, quite like drawing ladies. The final piece in this is in my tattoo apprentice portfolio. More eagles, I'm not surprised. More eagles. Trying to learn how to draw waves. He drew some up for me here, so I was sort of like imitating that with like an ink paint pen. More eagles. This is a tracing from one of the ones that he drew. This he drew. I drew this, so I think I was starting to get it by this point. Oh yeah, I was copying this thing. But yeah, he told me to. He was like, probably the best way, well not probably, the best way to learn is to actually copy successful images to begin with until you can learn how to do it yourself. Tiger sketches, the original, no, the final is in the tattoo apprentice portfolio, like I said. More tigers, peonies, more peonies, sketches. Trying to learn traditional, so this is Doug Hardy, me copying it. Well no, that's some Sailor Jerry images, there's some copies on the next page. This is me trying to do some like neo-traditional sketches with like some mandala-y background. That's the finals of those cats. These are like some Ed Hardy designs. I sort of made my own peacock based on that. Practicing ladies. Copy of an Ed Hardy. More eagles. That's an Ed Hardy copy. More eagles. Some fruits. I think this was like some practice for this painting I was doing for my best friend for her birthday. Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, this is January 2018 to April 2018. And some graphic design stuff from November 2017. So these are like some pen drawings from those fruits in the previous sketchbook. And this was like the initial line work that I was going to use for the painting for my best friend. And that was like a tattoo flash sheet that I drew from like these fruit sketches. Here, practicing like more traditional. Hanya, hands with snake. Again, I don't know what I was going to stick there. I've obviously lost the drawings that I was going to stick in there. So these sketches I then tried to make into a flash sheet, which is awful. I absolutely hated this at the time. Like the fades on the paint is pretty terrible. This is why this is in here rather than in my like portfolio. But I think I repainted this. Yeah, I did. I repainted it and put it in my portfolio. So yeah, this is like a really strange way of doing a sketchbook, but because I was working quite large scale at the time, I do this where I like do kind of like big drawings. I sort of collate them all together in like an A3 sketchbook rather than it being a sketchbook that I directly work into. So I document the progress or just collect things together opposed to throwing it away. Yeah, so I made some sticker packs and like some drawings that I'd done. This was for like the label that like folded over the sticker packs. I sold a bunch of these. I think I've got a few left, but most of them are gone now. So I did some like ladies, and then I did like some sort of dot work geometric flower designs in another set. These are my tickets for Bristol Tattoo Convention in 2018. So my best friend is like really, also really into tattooing, and we like going every year, so I bought these for her birthday, I think, which was cool. Yeah, and I printed them out like this so I could like put them in her birthday card. I must have printed it twice by accident or something, I'm not sure. I don't know if these tickets actually existed. I think I might have made them, I don't know. So yeah, at the same time I wasn't really sure if I was actually going to be able to get an apprenticeship, because I'd sort of asked a bunch of places and got a load of no's. And had been working as a graphic designer at this point, and I thought it would be good to do so. I never actually studied graphic design, so I went and did an evening class like in graphic design at the same time as looking for an apprenticeship. This was some work that I did for that. Oh no, this was for a job interview actually. Yeah, this was for a job interview as a graphic designer. I think it was with like a shoe designer at Clark's. I didn't get the job, but I just sort of put the work in that I did for it. Birthday card I made for my mum. This one didn't print very well, so I stuck it in here. Watercolour painting. I obviously don't love it, otherwise it wouldn't be stuck in here. Anything that I really like, I either sell or keep. Some little plant pots I painted. Some cushions I made. I was also doing an evening class in screen printing, so I made a load of cushions. And I used to sell these mushroom cushions in a shop in Bristol. That was really good. I'd like to make some more at some point. Like a different design obviously, because this would be like a limited edition, and I've sold all of those. Some random sketches and stuff. It's from a life drawing class that I used to do in Bristol. It was really good. It was like sort of like an independent group where like the models themselves arranged the group and the money went directly just to them, which was really nice. It was at the canteen in Bristol. I'd like to do that again. I don't know what's going to happen with COVID, but that was a super fun thing to do. And one of the models is my friend Sophie, so this is actually Sophie. I think it's Sophie anyways. It was a long time ago. Another painting didn't really work out. I remember being pretty annoyed with this, but oh well. I think this was like my first proper practice drawing script. Obviously it sucks. Maybe not that one, maybe that's good, I'm not sure. Ah yeah, so I did like an art exhibition. There's this festival that I exhibit my artwork at most years. So it's like a psytrance festival, and yeah, it's really cool because we have a bunch of sort of it's called visionary artists, that's what they call it in the community, but like they all make like psychedelic artwork as well. This was like my brief. Everyone had to have like a brief stuck with their work, and then these are some photos from the exhibition that I printed out. So I had some like they're quite big, these are quite big canvases, like printouts of my digital paintings. I sold quite a few of them. I don't think I have many left now. And these are, this is the art exhibition, this one. These are like my friend's artwork. A bunch of them are my friends now. This dude's also a tattooer. He's really, really good. This was for a commission. So it's for a band that played at, what's it called? Shindig, which is like a festival near where I live, like a small festival. And they wanted this for like, I don't know how you would describe it. Like the artwork for when they performed on stage. So they wanted like a Mr. Burns looking quite evil with like a moustache, with like some sort of like pattern background, random, but it was cool, I liked it. It's like the reference image and I put some like random patterns around it, like maybe I'll do something like this, like a mock-up, and some pictures of him with a moustache. And it was fun. This is stuff from my graphic design course that I was telling you about earlier. This again, graphic design, branding, blah blah blah. Some paintings I used for like the background. I was basically making like tea boxes, like branding for an imaginary tea company. So I would like mock up some color palettes for like the different flavors of tea, and then I'd make these like random paintings that I'd then use within the artwork. Hopefully I've documented that. Hopefully. The last one. Now, I don't know if the tea boxes are actually in here. This is like a painting of David Attenborough I did, and like a mock-up I would use as reference, and then like this is an artist called Agnes Cecil, whose watercolor paintings I absolutely love, so I was sort of taking inspiration from like her color palette, and like the way she paints flesh tones. But then obviously I tried to make it so like it has outlines. She wouldn't use outlines, she's a painter, but I was trying to make it as if it would potentially be like a watercolor tattoo design. Yeah. More like neo-trad sort of drawings. More stuff from those earlier paintings and eagles. I used to have a pet pygmy hedgehog, and I did a painting of him. And this is for the commission that I did, like a drawing and a mock-up. It's for my local pub that I work at. They were doing a cycle ride. They do it every year. They go to a different country and do like this big cycle ride, and then they have t-shirts made for all of them. So that's it. The Oakhorn Tour, Black Forest 2018. This was for a commission. It was for a lady that does like she would like arrange gigs, like metal gigs. And she wanted like a little bunny, because her company was called like Bucky Rabbits, Bucky Rabbit Promotions or something. So I just drew her like a little design. I mocked up some stuff to see what she would want. That was cool. I like doing sort of cute and dark stuff. Yeah. This was for the A board for the pub that I work at. So like about once a year I repaint it. Just like some mock-ups. More tigers, more text. Another version of that sheet that I messed up earlier. Some ladies. I like these. These are cool. This is when I was sort of getting the hang of it, I think, a bit better. Their drawing, lady. This was for a commission for a metal artist. He wanted a sort of like demon with a sword. I didn't stick like the final painting that I did from this in here, which is a shame. More script practice. Random mock-up for like business cards, which I'll never use. Sticking images together in Photoshop to draw from, to make my own reference images sort of thing. These are the drawings from them. This was a commission for a vegan, like, activist sort of group. So they were gonna initially like commission me to do, I think it was like 3 drawings a week for their social media, but unfortunately it didn't pay very well. Like this was like the test image I did for them, like the initial drawings. I don't have the final image in here for some reason. And yeah, they did want to hire me, but it wasn't paid well enough, unfortunately, so we didn't end up working together. I'm just a sketch. So that's it. I think I do have like more drawings that I did just before I got my tattoo apprenticeship, but I haven't actually stuck them all in a book yet. They're sort of still in a pile that I need to like work through. This was about November 2018, so about 2 years ago. It was around this point that I started, well, I'd met the shop that I now work for. So yeah, I did get an apprenticeship finally, which was cool. I really like it. It's good. If you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully that's interesting for someone.